What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where I'm about to give you an update on this right here, Apex Watercraft. We're here at the Apex Watercraft, we'll call it factory because that's what it is. They've actually moved everything here to Rock Island, Tennessee, and I owe you guys a giveaway, okay? But I talked to EJ, and obviously with COVID, everything in the world is upside down. So we're probably looking at March time frame to get that giveaway done. He obviously has to fulfill the people that ordered this boat first, but we're about to go do an update on the world's most expensive fishing kayak. Y'all stay tuned. Fish on! All right, so we made it inside. I grabbed EJ right here, had to mask up. Safety first, and now what we're going to do is EJ's going to give us a rundown of kind of where we're at in the whole Apex Watercraft progression. Everything's crazy right now with COVID, just like everything else. So anyway, we're here, Rock Island, Tennessee, at the Apex Watercraft headquarters factory, and I'm going to turn it over to EJ to let him give us an update to where we're at with Apex Watercraft.
Welcome, folks. This is Apex Watercraft facility, Rock Island, Tennessee, my favorite place in the whole world. We have some new staff here. We have Tom Heenan, who's been here since day one. We have Bradley. Bradley comes, he's a friend of Colton's. Bradley's also
doing good. We're doing great.
They're laying up some seats right here. So molding is being moved to Rock Island, Tennessee. It's very exciting. You know, we've still hope to be making some boats in Texas with our buddy Russ. But ultimately, you know, our goal all along has been to actually be molding boats here in Rock Island. And starting today, I'm very excited. We've got Kim over here. Kim has experience as a cabinet maker, and she makes the best beef jerky ever. And she's going to be an epic addition to this to the Apex party. So this is Kim.
How you doing, Kim? Let's pound it out. Boom! Listen.
Yeah.
So Kim? What are you working on right now? Yeah. So that's your foot pedal before it's made.
Yep.
So that becomes that.
Yes.
That. Ooh. Sweet.
What is the Apex party? Instead of calling it, you know, the team, this is the party is another name for a team, you know. So we got Kyler here. Kyler's lives up in Spencer, is just getting started. And what he's doing right now, he's cleaning up the grab handle area for this is the very first boat that an end user is going to get. This is Jeff Sims' boat, so you can tell. He decided, we think he did the best wrap anyway. He's got his name on it. It's, I don't know, this looks super fast. It looks super cool. We're really impressed. I was like, why are you doing black and white? Now I know why. The custom paint job is still going to be available, but it takes a lot longer than the wrap. And the other side of the paint job is when you scuff it up, it's scuffed up for good. There's nothing you can do about it, right? If you scuff up the wrap, you can pull the wrap off and put another one on. It's brand new. And of course the boat is brand new underneath. So you got a beautiful, shiny carbon fiber kayak underneath. It doesn't get scuffed up. Kind of like a bass boat. It was like,
well, and just like both of us have started wrapping our vehicles recently, and when you pull the wrap off, the truck's brand new underneath.
It's brand new.
It provides a basic set of protection in and of itself. So
that's correct. So having a wrapped, so this wrap also gives you a lot more more customability, not just in the colors but on the design. So like if you look at our first boat for our dealer, Kayak Construction out of Dallas, Texas, he wanted a waterfowl camo look. This is his demo boat. And he's got a lot of duck hunters in the area, a lot of kayakers, and he just thought this would be something that his customers would really respond well to. So, all
right, so guys, before we go any further, I want you to comment in the comment section. This color scheme right here matches my truck almost perfectly. So let me know that if we do the giveaway, do you want to do that color scheme, or do you want to be able to customize it yourself? So anyway, that looks slick.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm glad you like it. So, so what you're seeing here is these boats getting finished. Assembled. It is almost New Year's Eve is tomorrow, and the first week of 2021 we'll be delivering our first production boats. Very exciting. So Jeff Sims super customer. He's the first guy to pull the trigger on our Kickstarter and buy one. You know, bold move for somebody to do, and he did it. He's excited to get his new boat.
And where does Jeff live?
Jeff lives in Arkansas, so we'll be driving from Tennessee. We'll hand deliver it to him in Arkansas. But he's also contemplating coming here and going fishing.
So talk about that. You're going to hand deliver the kayak. Now, is that standard? Is that part of the process? Or is it up in the air?
At some point, every kayak can't be hand delivered by me,
Right.
but in the beginning, I'm going to be hand delivering boats to the dealers, to the customers. And I want to be able to do the walkthrough and really show them what's up and make sure that they're 100% happy with the boat that they've got. Make sure that they put it to the full potential use and aren't leaving anything on the table, you know what I mean? So yes, I'll be delivering. I've got my Apex wrap truck, I've got the Apex trailer. We can put the boats in the trailer, keep them clean and dry.
And you own the whole process, right? You don't have to worry about a shipper damaging the boat.
We eventually will ship boats. You know, if we're shipping multiple boats to dealers or whatever, I can't drive to California this week and
Right.
New York that week, right? And Bob Blair, who is my hull designer, he has a company called Speedboard, and he's shipping them. He has a really good way of shipping ultralight carbon stand-up paddleboard. So he's helping us with exactly how to package it. So anyway,
So let's do this. This is the part that everybody came for.
Yep.
So this is a production boat. This is going to go to a dealer.
Yeah, let's go. Let's look at the blue.
So
one,
let's
'cause
talk about the updates.
Okay, come on.
From the time that we did our walkthrough, for the things that have changed, and pretty much what a boat's going to look like
Yeah.
being delivered to a consumer.
Okay, cool. So when you buy the boat, you're going to be in touch with us directly, and it'd be like, hey, what do I want this boat to look like? We're going to give you we'll send you an email with all these different wraps that have been done, like different kind of templates, and you pick the one you like best, and then you're like, oh, but I'd like it to be blue instead of red, and I'd like to switch, these out for fish scales or something like that. You know what I mean? And then
So fully customizable,
custom
basically.
art, well, custom art. You want your name on it? Let's get your name on it. That kind of thing. Like Jeff here, he decided he wanted black and white. He wanted his name on the side. And then once I took pictures, a couple of the other people were like, "What? I want my name on the side too, right?" So
Well, that's the beautiful thing about a wrap is you can always just make a decal
Yep.
and you can put it back on there. It's obviously looks better incorporated in the design, but you can always add it after the fact.
yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like you did with your decals up there
yeah, exactly.
on top of your
So,
boat.
I've got I got those nice round orange stickers that say Kayak Bass Fishing on it.
That means you made the 100 in the national championship, so
Oh, cool.
that's a badge of honor, man.
Oh, thanks. That's a badge of honor. There you
There
go.
you go.
And in January 30th, I'll be in Lake Kissimmee, hoping to get a badge of honor of some sort. I don't know.
There you go.
what
So
you get
let's
the
talk about
trophy.
this boat. Give us the update, rundown.
Okay. There's some. If you look, you'll see a number of inserts around. So these are new. See these screw heads? This is to attach an accessory that we call the sidekick, and we got the name sidekick from some guy named Chad Hoover. Said, I got a good name for that. How about calling it the sidekick? So yeah, Chad, you actually came up with the name for it. I was calling it the paddle holder drift control mechanism doohickey thing. That thing is pretty sweet. It holds a paddle, a stakeout pole. Anyway, it's you can put it on either side, and if you're a tournament fisherman and you don't want to have fish jump out the side, of which, even though these are really high gunnels, day one of the national championships, in the first 5 minutes, I lost a 15.5 incher. It just jumped right over the edge. By having it on this side, I put it on this side too. Your paddle goes like this. I'm creating a little thing that keeps the fish from jumping out. So if it does jump, don't intend to lose any more fish. Anyway, it's a good idea.
Sounds good.
Moving back, a couple more inserts. You'll see some Yak Attack accessories here. This is to put cam straps, the cam strap stuffed bags or whatever, down. So there's two inserts there. You could put anything that takes a 1/4-20 insert. Obviously, power pole mount right here that works with both power pole and torpedo. And the idea here, this is a reinforced area. There's inserts in the boat. It just drops right on. Another accessory attaches to this called the tailgate, which closes this back end off, which is cool. So that's all new.
So that was one of the probably biggest quote unquote, criticisms of the boat is people are like, everything's just gonna fall out the back. And so
there's two ways stuff doesn't roll out the back. If you have a power pole back here or a power pole mount back here, just the mount without the power pole prevents stuff from rolling out the back, right? But if you really want to have it, they have a thing called a tailgate. It just closes it off. It's like the back of a pickup truck. It's like, if you have a pickup truck, every other kayak out there is a pickup truck where the tailgate doesn't ever go down.
yeah.
This pickup truck allows the tailgate to go down.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you named it where it makes sense. It's perfect. So there'll be a tailgate right there, and then power pole, torpedo, basically any pattern that has adopted that 4-bolt pattern from power pole, any product that uses that, you can attach it. So let's talk about the seat tracks.
Yeah. So the seat track, basically you've got 4 thumb screws that are loosened up. You've got 12 inches of adjustability on this boat. Now this particular boat, I don't have this tacked down yet because we still have to buff it underneath. So I'm just showing you that we're a day away from having this be done. But anyway, the whole thing slides. The foam's sliding with it because it's not glued down yet. But you've got 12 inches of adjustability, which is quite a lot. So if you're running a torpedo and you want to go as fast as possible, further forward gives you the fastest possible speed. If you want a lot of room in front of you, and I typically paddle this boat behind center because I like a lot of deck in front of me. Just don't have to worry about walking space. Also, the further back you are, the floatier the bow is. The further forward you are, the more bow carves. So the performance adjusts with the seat position as well.
Now, but let me just throw one thing out there. If you don't have a big bulky gear bag and you slide this all the way forward, since this spins around, can't you just spin around, stand up right there and fish backwards?
You can fish backwards, you can stand up backwards. You can also, what's really cool is if you've got your gear bag or your box or whatever you've got behind you, instead of reaching back like this, like trying to lift it up with one hand, bring it in front of you to fiddle around, you can spin around backwards and get into all your stuff, zip it shut or close everything, spin back around, and off you go. And I can show you some cool videos how it makes some really fun 360s. You can do 360s on it if you want to do like, party tricks. That's a Apex Watercraft party trick. This hatch is almost done. This is the last of the carbon pieces to get finished on the hatch is this. There will be 2 knobs here and it's attached with a magnet. I'm leaving it as is because it's not epoxied down yet and we're just getting it final trim. This boat is going to Caney Fork Outfitters, which is a big dealer right here in Silver Point, Tennessee. Joel and Janice, some of the most amazing people. What else do we have that's new? Well, check out the grab handle. This is new. People are asking, what's up with the, this was just put in. Let's look at mine, because mine's actually attached. This is paracord. And if you feel this, it's not only super comfortable, it's super strong, obviously. It works really well for dragging the boat or tying it down as a bow line. Anyway.
And that's not a hole in the boat, right? That's an insert where it goes all the way through.
Let's take a look at this boat. You can see what it looks like. It is a hole all the way through. We've got saran wrap on this to keep it clean. Yep, but this is a carbon tube. And it actually, if you feel how stiff this is, there's no movement here because the carbon tube is wrapped and the flange is actually wrapped and spread around here. It's an incredibly strong area of the boat. So it's designed for, being able to pull it, tie it down.
Yeah, so it's not just a hole because people are going to say, oh, if you got a hole, it's going to squeeze the nose closed. It's actually reinforced.
It's the opposite.
And it helps stiffen the nose up quite a bit as well, right?
It strengthens the nose. It means we don't have to put we don't have to put core in this area. So you're allowed, makes it so you can make the boat lighter. And also from the side, it looks like a nostril. It looks super badass. It's kind of like a giant bald eagle.
So maybe we could put a big nose ring in here like a bull.
You could put
then you can make it look,
We thought about just the nose ring. I went with the paracord because it's more comfortable or whatever.
Right. So let's talk about these handles since you can see them a little bit better with the seat being gone, and let's talk about the rod stagers so that the seat's out.
We'll do the rod stagers over here so you can see because these things are incredible. But these grab handles, if you feel basically there's a hole cut out of the sidewall, and then these handles, and I can show you what the handle looks like, are glued in. When you pick it up, it's just really comfortable in the hand. It's for one-handed carrying. Now check these out. People ask me over and over again all the time, where's the rod holders? Okay, so I believe in progression, and I also believe in performance. Anytime I see somebody paddling or pedaling a boat and they've got 6 rods sticking out of crate behind them up in the air, the first thing I think of is that must suck into a headwind. Boy, that must suck going under a bridge. Boy, that must suck going under trees. like, how can that be a good thing? Now, if you're on a big open lake and there's no underpasses, whatever, that's fine. What I want to offer is a way to have the same number of rods and have everything clean and out of the way. Not to mention, I'm pretty good at casting, but I still end up, if I have a rod up there, I forget every once in a while. I'll do one of these, and then I hook my lure on the other rods and then go, wow, and I break something and I get a big old backlash. It sucks. Anyway, this little knob and this rod staging area is the alternative to a crate with vertical rod storage. You literally, while you're sitting there, you have your reel here, you turn it backwards, and you just push and drop. And this bends your rod and it holds it along that edge. Your reel, because it's pressurized, your reel doesn't move. It's like solid, so it doesn't make noise, it doesn't rattle around.
And by pressurized, he means under tension, guys. It's not like an actual pressurization.
Yeah, under tension. It's just kind of, it's pushed against in such a way that there's no rattling or movement.
It's not like a fly rod in a flats boat, so it's pretty good setup.
Exactly. And if you put, you can put 2 on each side real easy and access them quickly. You can put up to 3 on each side. That's the concept there. Obviously, active rods lay up front here. But this rod staging area is something that we're very proud of. It is, it eliminates the need for vertical rods behind you. We have lots of inside the boat storage now, and that's for your rods and your equipment.
So basically, that's just a fighting butt. Let's get a close up.
This is a fighting butt.
Off of
these are purchased from Mud Hole.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Mud Hole's supplied these. They have 1/4-20 inserts. We put them and glued them in ourselves. It's very simple. My dad always used to say, a good engineer can do for an ounce what any idiot could do for a pound.
There you go.
And the other one was, a good engineer can do for a penny what any idiot can do for a dollar. But anyway, in this case, super lightweight, and this will hold 2 rods. That'll hold 2 on each side.
We've started over many times. You know, we've made probably 10 total prototypes that just weren't good enough for what we wanted, whether they didn't meet quality standards or mainly weight standards is what we were going after. So we have each boat pretty much we made got lighter by about 6.5 pounds. And that may not sound like a lot, but in fact, once you have something that you believe is as light as it can be and you're still not satisfied with its weight standard, it is extremely hard to take enough materials out of that layup to get it 6.5 pounds lighter at that. So it's almost a 13-foot boat. It's 36-inch beam. It's got a wider beam than most boats I've been in. So that's a ton of surface area combined with the shape and design that we have. It's got an enormous amount of surface area, and that's a very minimal weight for that surface area. Now this has got a lot of outside boat and inside boat. It's got a lot of depths in it. So to get that weight to 37 pounds, that's an extreme feat. Like, we've spent a year trying to get it to that weight. Durability on carbon parts, that's a really big misconception, because you hear carbon and you think expense and the lack of durability. So you think everything's gonna break. You know, you've seen carbon fiber, you know, spoilers or parts that you put on sports cars or anything like that. Carbon is not fragile in the sense of durability. We drag these boats up and down the river all day long, and in composite boat building, we have built durability into this boat combined with the surface coating and the materials we put into the boat.
All right, so EJ just said that this is top secret, but I could put a little sneak peek into the video. So what are we looking at here?
The first flying fishing kayak.
The first flying fishing kayak.
You want to go double digits? You want to go double digits with a Torqeedo 1103 AC? Yeah, double digits, like, and fly above the water? Yeah, it's coming.
So that's coming.
It's coming.
All right. Well, listen, EJ, thanks for your time, man. I appreciate it. I definitely wanted to see the update. One of the cool things about, you know, my position in the industry is really made some great friendships over the years. And one of the great things about the kayak fishing community, or the paddle sports community in general, is that even across brand lines, there's a lot of friendships. There's people that are from competing brands that split hotel rooms and fish together and things like that. So EJ and I have been friends for a long time. So it's been really cool to get text messages, hey man, check out this new development, you know, and I'm under an NDA, so I get to see a lot of the cool stuff and I'm excited. So it's frustrating when you see the comments from people that are being naysayers, and you go, man, that problem's already solved, and I can't wait till see it. So here we are. It's been updated. You also can see how he's thinking outside the box with like fins and things along those lines. So yet again, this dude is pushing the envelope in performance and kayak fishing design, but specifically in our sport of kayak fishing. He made his name in whitewater, and then Jackson Kayak was always a hybrid brand. It was a paddling brand. It was a riverboat brand for recreation. Apex from the ground up is a fishing brand that can backfill to performance for somebody that wants it, and that's pretty dang on cool. I'm excited about that. Y'all do me a favor, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll keep you guys up to date on when we're gonna do the giveaway. You guys qualified. We hit crazy views on that video. You guys hit the like total and the comment total that actually blew past it. So EJ's committed to doing the giveaway. We got to let these customers who plot down their hard-earned cash get their boats first. COVID's kind of pushed it. But anyway, comment below. Tell me what you think. Ask any questions you got. EJ's really good also about jumping in the comments, like on the last video, asking questions. If you want to see this thing on the water, go check out the last video. I'll link it up in the description box. Y'all have a good day. Tell us what you think about the world's most expensive and world's most advanced fishing kayak.
Performance is right exactly where we want with it. Of course, we'll evolve and we'll strive to make it better and better, but right now, this is exactly with our boat number 1 to go into Jeff Sims. This is exactly what we want. It's got peak performance, peak minimal weight. It's at the weight standard and quality standard that we want for the first boat going out the door.